I love Temu. This is an AI generated picture of me and the CEO of Temu as a proof. There is no other place on earth where you can buy literally anything. From fishing lures shaped like a penis to whatever this is. It is easy to say that Chinese marketplaces are geniuses at what they are doing, but Temu comes at the top all the time. There are dozens of apps where you can buy everything your heart desires, but these guys, they were able to master the human mind better than anyone else. But how did they do that? Have you ever opened an app planning to buy something but ended up buying 12 random items you never actually used? That's, ladies and gentlemen, human psychology used at its finest. Humans love getting addicted. If in the early 1900s everyone was addicted to cocaine, now people can't stop buying useless stuff out of cheap materials by a bunch of kids somewhere in a warehouse of Beijing. To understand Temu's success, you have to realize one thing. They didn't build a shopping app, they built a digital casino disguised as a dollar store. A real heaven for addicts who will never admit that they are addicts. What do you see the very first time you download the app and open it? Before you can even type anything, you are slammed with a massive neon roulette wheel. It starts spinning with lights flashing all over your screen, before landing perfectly on a 90% off coupon, or 5 free gifts, or even a personal slave. Does it resemble anything? That's how every casino works. You are a prey. The same way Jeffrey Epstein was obsessed with children, they are obsessed with getting you hooked. And Temu is doing a great job at doing so. Your brain releases dopamine, a pleasure hormone. Your brain is a fucking junkie for dopamine, and it will do anything to get more. You didn't even do anything yet, and you've already won a prize. This is what psychologists call gamification. But Temu takes it to an extreme by turning shopping into a literal video game. 5 years ago, your mom was addicted to Candy Crush. Now she's also addicted to getting $2 off of her new yoga mat that she will never use. Temu completely bypasses the logical part of your brain, the part that says that you don't need all of this bullshit. But why would I stop if I'm getting so much pleasure, right? That's why shopping becomes so addictive. Your brain just can't get enough. Welcome to the psychology of weaponized urgency. Once you finally close the roulette wheel and actually start scrolling, the app completely changes. It goes from trying to excite you to straight up stressing you out. Temu uses a trick designed to make you feel like you're running out of time and options. And they turn the pressure all the way up to 10. If you don't buy this now, you will fucking die, basically. Every single product page you click on is designed to give your brain a micro panic attack. You'll see flashing text screaming, "Only 2 left at this price," and right next to it, "99 people have this in their cart, and you don't, fucking loser." That makes you feel as many emotions as possible. Like, if so many people bought it, that must mean that it's something really cool. Am I worse? Why shouldn't I have it? There is a bright red countdown timer ticking away the seconds. 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 59 seconds. Oof, you better hurry up. Sitting on your couch, you know this is a lie. You know Chinese children can produce 10 million more of these plastic items by tomorrow morning. But emotionally, your primitive brain does not understand the mass production. It only understands survival. This triggers the loss aversion principle. Evolutionarily, humans hate losing things way more than they like gaining them. Let's say I scammed your ass for $20. And then, let's say for example you got a $20 bonus on your salary. The first emotion where you lost money was much greater than the second one. And what do these guys want? Correct. They want you to feel emotions. At this point, they don't only want your dopamine, they want your adrenaline. Because at this point, you aren't calmly deciding whether you want to buy a product. You are frantically reacting to a threat. You aren't shopping anymore, you're playing a high-stakes game of beat the clock. But the psychological trap goes even deeper. Because once you finally give in to the panic and decide to buy, Temu hits you with their next major mind trick. No way, again? Not again. The price distortion failed. You find yourself looking at a pair of wireless earbuds listed for jaw-dropping $4.28. But right above it, crossed out in a faint gray text, is the original price, $68. You know you're a smart human being, a genius I would say, and you know that some ugly ass headphones can't cost almost 70 bucks. But your brain doesn't give a fuck about logic, it cares about the comparison. Psychologists call this anchoring bias. Our brains are terrible at figuring out what something is actually worth. So we just log onto the very first price we see. Your brain registers this as an absolute steal. You feel amazing. You just robbed $1 billion company after all. A freaking bad boy. And this fits perfectly into their official slogan. Shop like a billionaire. Just think how brilliant this is. No billionaire is going to scroll on an app to buy $3 sunglasses. You won't see Elon Musk buying a wheel cover for his Tesla on Temu, but the app mimics the feeling of having unlimited money. Think about shopping on Amazon. If you add 15 items to your cart, you will probably go bankrupt. Your anxiety spikes, your logical brain kicks in, and you start deleting things. But on Temu, you add 15 items to your cart, the total comes out to 16 bucks. And you feel absolutely zero guilt. For the price of a YouTube premium subscription, you get to experience the thrill of reckless wealth. You get to say yes to every single random item. Temu figured out that they don't need to sell high quality products to become a multi-billion-dollar tech giant. They just need to sell you the cheap, addictive illusion of being rich. And once they make you feel like a billionaire, they move on to their ultimate masterstroke, turning you into an unpaid salesman for their company. A fucking masterpiece. Have you ever had a friend or a family member suddenly send you a random link out of nowhere, begging you to download an app or click a button? Please bro, I need this kind of thing. That is Temu's viral pyramid at work. They designed complex referral games inside the app that promise you free electronics, clothing, cash, or Temu workers' soul. But only if you successfully recruit new users. Suddenly, ordinary people are flooding their family group chats and spamming their childhood friends on social media. Sometimes it gets super cringe. For example, I had a girl asking for help in a university group chat that nobody used for an entire year and sending a Temu link. This works brilliantly because it exploits a massive psychological loophole called social proof. If you see a flashing billboard or a random internet ad telling you to buy something, your guard goes up. You know that someone wants your money, so you ignore it. But when your sister, your best friend, or your drug dealer sends you a link, your guard drops instantly because you trust them. You don't see it as an ad. You see it as a favor for someone you care about. You're not an asshole, are you? Why wouldn't you help a friend that is in need? On top of that, Temu triggers our natural instinct for reciprocity. When you click that link to help your friend get their free gift, you become invested in the game. Temu does not need to spend billions on traditional advertising when they can turn their own customers into a self-replicating army of unpaid marketers. So what is the conclusion here? Temu isn't scamming you. There is no gun to your head. At least I hope there isn't. No one is forcing you to buy another ugly iPhone case for $2. The scary truth is that you did this to yourself, willingly, happily, while feeling like an absolute goat the entire time. You know most of the stuff you buy will probably never be used, or it will break in 2 weeks. They built a machine that speaks directly to the most primitive, irrational, emotionally vulnerable part of your brain. And your brain said, "Yes daddy, please, give me more." You walked into the casino, pulled the lever, and you lost. Except, you don't even feel like you lost, because you got a 90% discount on a new Hasbullah t-shirt.